Okay, let's do that. Step 2 will be to speak to Caesar, I guess. Hey, you dick.
Awe, are you ready to head upriver?
What'll happen at the fort?
You'll be meeting face to face with the mighty Caesar himself, founder of the Legion, conqueror of 86 tribes. To my knowledge, this is the first time Caesar has ever summoned one of the dissolute to see him. Not even tribal chieftains receive this honor.
Who are you calling dissolute?
All who are not Legion are dissolute. They live in squalor, unrestrained by morality, lacking moderation, temper, and self-control. Their very existence is a blight on the common good. Even worse are the profligates, the subtype of dissolute one finds this side of the river. They hold themselves to be civilized, when in fact they are corrupt and self-interested. The truth will be made clear to them soon enough.
Alright, I'm ready to travel with you.
The trip will take a few hours. Take your place on the boat. By order of Caesar, all visitors must disarm and relinquish all banned items.
It's considered a banned item. Okay. Sure, I agree to disarm.
Your belongings will be returned to you when you leave. Awe, true to Caesar.
This situation just got a lot riskier. And any group whose first experience I had with them was their crucifying of an entire town does not get to claim stuff on grounds of morality.
Some of the slaves have been spreading stories about the burned man again.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Who are you?
So you're the visitor I've heard some of the legionaries talking about.
Sure, whatever.
Have a look.
This whole place. Okay, what we got here? Some banana yucca fruit, handy. Cover repeater custom action, increases rate of fire. I think I got that one already. Long tube increases ammunition capacity, +4. Lovely. Only for 1,000, but we're still saving for those implants. Lasers and mazes and varmint rifles. I can't believe that anybody at this point would still be using the varmint rifle. No. Nothing.
Be seeing you around.
I don't know if he's part of it or just a trader doing a job or what, but... Alright, first of all, I want to see where the change in management is. That... Oh, no, that's not. That's not right. There's... No, that's lying to me. Oh, Follow, you're not performing well. You're not performing well in this session.
True to Kaiser.
Yes, of course. You know what's nice? I was able to turn up the graphics settings because I recently upgraded my graphics card. And so I am now able to just enjoy this game for like the best it would look under sort of vanilla settings. And whilst, you know, there's certain things like that doesn't quite look right, does it? And little things like that. Overall, this game is still absolutely gorgeous. And it's nice to have it running smoothly as well. Okay, I'm guessing the higher up we go, the better.
Awe, true to Kaiser.
Not interested. Thing about these guys, they seem to think they're doing the right thing, which of course they do. Anybody who ever, you know, did anything for ideology thought they were doing the right thing. Even though it was selfish, they were able to justify it. Wasn't expecting that. It's a cool sword though. It's a very cool sword. Hey, can you make me a sword?
True to Kaiser.
It's fine, I don't want your dirty legionary goods anyway. Arena. Alright, whatever. Wait, no, it's kind of in there.
Some of the slaves have been spreading stories
No,
about
it's
the
not.
burned man again.
What the hell's the Burn Man? Some sort of demigod? I don't know. Hero? Legion mongrel. Why call it a mongrel? Okay. This should be interesting.
You must enter Caesar's tent alone. Anyone else must remain outside.
This is getting more challenging by the minute. Alright, well let's make sure first of all that I assign this to 1. And assign this to 3 so I can switch to it very quickly.
You must enter Kaisar's tent.
Alright, fine. Yo, wait. Oh. Wait here. The man himself.
Our way, true to Kaisar.
Oh, Bet. Hello, Benny. Wasn't expecting this. A whole room full of people I want to kill. Hi there.
You're the courier who caused so much trouble for my legion, and yet you dare come before me.
You invited me.
The garrison I established at Nelson has been wiped out. So tell me this, because I really want to know. I am feared, with good reason. But you, of all people, dare to come here and stand before me, the mighty Kaisar. What were you thinking?
Death to tyrants. Well, you're in possession of something that interests me.
We'll deal with Benny when the time comes. In the meantime, you do know why I wanted to meet you, right? A man nearly kills you, so you track him across the breadth of the Mojave. You arrive on the strip and waltz into the Lucky 38 like someone left you a key under the doormat. You visit the tops, and next thing you know, the head of the chairman is fleeing the strip like a whimpering little pup. When you set your mind to something, you get results. I like that.
Really?
The question is, are you ready to get started?
What exactly do you expect me to do for you? Yeah, you do seem well informed, though.
I have eyes and ears everywhere. It behooves me not to invade the West blind and deaf. It hasn't been hard to track your progress. It's not as though you've been keeping a low profile. The time is fast approaching when my legion will assault the Great Dam and invade the West. Before that happens, I want Mr. House knocked out of the game. A quick 1-2 punch, with you doing the punching.
Why do I have to do anything? I don't have to do anything for you. Just let me deal with Benny and I'll be on my way.
Benny is my prisoner. You don't deal with him unless you've dealt with me. Don't worry. You'll get the platinum chip he was carrying, and then you'll use it like I tell you to.
I can tell the sort of people that you're used to talking to. What are you seeing that I would have to do out of interest?
Down the hill, at the west edge of camp, is an old building. It was here when the fort was taken in 2277. Inside the building is a hatch. And inside that hatch are 2 steel doors that bear the sigil of the Lucky 38 casino. Now that same sigil is on the platinum chip Benny was carrying when we captured him. Isn't that interesting? Even more interesting, there's a slot about the same size as the chip on the console that opens the hatch. So you know what I think? I think the platinum chip opens those doors.
Well done.
Doors that can't be pried open, or drilled open, or blasted open. Because all that, I tried.
Right, what's on the other side? Well, you wouldn't know. And once I'm inside?
I want you to destroy whatever you find in there. And then I want you to come back here and tell me about it. So go to the building and take this fucking platinum chip with you. My legionaries will meet you there, with your weapons and equipment. Talk to Benny on your way out. He knows I'm going to let you decide how he dies. Maybe you want to remind him.
Right, so he just gives me the platinum chip, okay, but he took my weapons to the place that I need to go.
Some of the slaves have been spreading stories about the burned man again.
God, it's you guys, obviously. You won't stop talking about him. How far the mighty have fallen, Benny. Hello.
Go ahead and laugh, baby. I ain't blind to the humor in this situation.
Well, it is pretty funny.
Yeah, well, laugh it up on your own time. Down to brass tacks. How'd your meet and greet with Baldy go?
Well, he did give me the platinum chip.
Sure. Baldy wants you to go down there in the bunker and destroy whatever Mr. House stashed there. Oh, you don't want to do that, baby. Whatever's down in that bunker is the key to the city called Vegas. So here's what you do. You go down there and you use the chip to do whatever Mr. House would have wanted you to do. And when you get back to the Strip, you find Yes Man. I made it so that cat can't help but be helpful. Dig?
I noticed. Yeah, that's kind of what I had in mind. But now that you've told me that that's what I should do, that makes me suspicious. Well, he does say that I get to decide how you die.
Try not to smile so wide, baby. You might break your mouth. Yeah, Baldy said you'd get to decide. So which way you leaning?
Well, do you have a preference?
Yeah. To die in my sleep at a ripe old age after a marathon session of hey-hey with 30 sex-star broads. You'll set that up? Look, I ain't a harbor for illusions. I ain't expecting to get out of this shindig alive.
Yeah, right.
That's why I'm trying to hand you my scheme, baby. It's called having a legacy.
That's an idea. Maybe we could face each other, huh?
You'd do that for me, baby? Don't tease if you don't mean it.
So now you're not going anywhere, Benny. Let's find out a little bit more about you. What made you you?
I'm the most interesting person I know.
Okay. Was your tribe always called the Chairman?
No, in the way back, we called ourselves the Boot Riders. Silly name, but that's how we rode the Mojave, dig? On our feet. We were nomadic badasses not to be trifled with, a gang of ruffians, though with a certain panache. When House gave us the tops to renovate, his robots dropped off boxes full of suits and ties and wingtip shoes. Told us we were the chairman now. That caused an uproar, but I said the name sticks. Chow to the old ways, baby. Time to swing in style. If the shoes fit, you wear them.
I always did wonder about that. I had a hard time picturing your gang before New Vegas, you know? Seems like you guys are as much a part of that place as ever. And how long have you been head?
7 years. Took over 3 days after Mr. House introduced himself. Our chief at the time, mountain of a guy named Bingo, wanted to stay nomadic. I disagreed, so he challenged me to the knife. He looked so surprised when I stuck that knife in his neck. Thought he was so tough, but he was so slow. That's how I made chief. It's how things were back then.
Yeah. And how exactly did Mr. House introduce himself?
We were east of Vegas when the first Securitron we ever saw rolled up on us. We junked it in a minute flat. The next day, 20 roll up. So we listened. Said we'd been selected. Vegas needed us to defend it. In exchange, we'd get cushy digs, full stomachs, medical treatment. Everything a nomad never gets, in other words. Most of the tribe thought we should say no. I thought it was the best idea ever.
Okay. And what did you do after you fled the tops?
I prefer the term relocated.
I bet you do.
It took every stealth boy I had to cross the river at Cottonwood Cove. That was a close shave riding a boat full of Legion boys. Once I was across, I changed into a uniform I swiped off a dead legionary outside Nelson. Tried to sneak into the bunker, but that didn't work out. They found the chip. I wasn't gonna tell them what it was used for, but let's just say they were persuasive.
You have suffered a fair bit, haven't you, Benny?
Go on.
Bye.
Ta-ta.
I'm not sure I'd wish the Legion upon my worst enemy. I'm soft, aren't I? I'm soft. I fully expected to have to kill Benny by the end of this session.
Slaves have been spreading stories about the Burning Man again.
We guys shut up about Burning Man. Right. Okay. So it's just down the road. Lovely. Surprise! I better go collect Dee Dee. Hey, Dee. Follow Joe. Thank you. So, I mean, demolish Mr. House's bunker under the weather station. I go with Benny's plan, or I simply do as House says. I don't know, let's just go see what's in the bunker, shall we? It's not like we have a choice, they have all our gear. And I have the platinum chip, I could just potter back to Mr. House, he'd reward me, I could buy a whole new bunch of gear. But no. That is not how, unfortunately, it is going to go.
Some of the slaves have been spreading stories about the burn.
True to Kaiser.